Welcome! Today we are talking about Feng Shui for a peaceful home. Isn't that what everybody wants? Just a beautiful, peaceful, harmonious home where things go with the flow, nice and easily and calm and joyfully. And that is essentially the essence of Feng Shui. It is all about creating a home that is harmonious, peaceful and calm, and things just work out. Now, today I'm going to talk about some of the key things that I see in people's homes that are creating maybe some chaos, creating some anxiety, creating or revving up the energy that is really creating the place out of harmony. Now, ultimately, with Feng Shui, there is a lot more to it, but these are some things that you can definitely look out for. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell and you will get notified when my video is released. I have so much information that I just cannot wait to share with you about Feng Shui and to help really skyrocket your life and your home to next levels that you couldn't even imagine. The very first thing that I want to talk about is artwork. And the first thing that comes into my mind is a client of mine, Patricia, who when she joined the program into our powerhouse community, she realized that after doing one of my calls about artwork, that in her family area, since she'd moved into the place that she was living, she had this painting of a storm, a big ship in a big storm. And to say that her family life and her relations with her children, her siblings and her own children had been rocky or stormy, to say the least, was literally an understatement. She could not believe it when she realized that this piece of art literally was just totally stirring up the energy over and over around in her family. Obviously, the first thing she did after the call was like, goodbye painting. So the first thing I would recommend is having a little look around your home and see what's on the walls. Do the images represent peace, harmony, relaxation, joy, or are they a little bit, busy? For example, I had a client who had an image over her bed that was at the New York skyline over her bed. Like, that is a very busy city, literally she's sleeping under it. And we don't recommend having paintings or pictures over your head anyways in Feng Shui. So the next thing with the Feng Shui is, imagery, artwork that is just too busy or too hectic. So that was a busy scene in that lady's bedroom that I was like, this is definitely not something that's calm or relaxing or peaceful. So what else could you have in the artwork? Nature that is calm and beautiful, things that are working and feel joyful and expansive for you. In our front entrance, we have a painting of a beautiful cherry blossom that is full bloom. And it really anchors in my time in Japan, the cherry blossom season, very sacred time in Japanese culture. And I just love it. It feels so calm and blissful when I see it and really expansive. So have a little look at what's on the walls. Is it busy? Is it like, for example, horses charging in the house? Could be very, very busy in another room that you want calm and quiet. So what do you want each room to feel like? And then pick some artwork that mirrors that. The other thing I would look at is also, sometimes, especially people collect different things. So I've had clients who have, weapons, whose partners have weapons or, swords or daggers. And, years ago when my parents had the bar business, someone came back from a country with a big giant bottle of vodka that was a machine gun shaped vodka bottle. And I'm not making this up, but it still represents a weapon. It still represents danger. And I might be like, well, that's not something I have in my house. I definitely don't have anything dangerous like that in my house. But you might have something that kind of is like, oh, I got this in a country like that. It's some from being abroad. And really, do we want something that's kind of dangerous in our home, that represents violence? Not at all. So I would certainly recommend releasing and letting go of anything like that. And that then brings me to the in the kitchen. I don't recommend having knives on display in your kitchen. Again, knives are dangerous. They could be seen as weapons, and they can be dangerous. And we definitely want our place to be calm. So in my kitchen, I have like the drawers that you pull out in the kitchen. The knives are slotted in there to just keep them out of sight. So that's a really nice suggestion as well. Just easy to get anything that's dangerous or may have been a weapon or dangerous out of sight. And if someone does have, partners or have guns for shooting and they hunt, and I would say keep them out of sight. Definitely have a place where they're not to be seen and maybe locked away. And even others have, animals that have, that they've hunted for. And that again, that can be quite depleting energetic wise. So for sure, you'd want to be mindful about where they are kept. If it's in your living room, not ideal, but maybe in the person who does the hunting have their own space and it's in there and it feels like they've accomplished something and that connection, that's okay. So you just have to find a balance with all of those different things. The next one that is something I have talked about so many times, and it's the use of red in your home. The holidays, a lot of red gets brought into houses, but sometimes I've worked with clients who have literally their entire home, entire hallways that went through every part of her home bright red. And it was very striking and beautiful, but actually there was a lot of drama and a lot of arguing and disagreements and very fiery outbursts from the kids, because this fire element was literally pervading through the entire house. So I don't recommend having excess red in your home. It represents overeating, also anxiousness, how it also kind of that fiery energy, argumentative, we don't want that friction in the home. So I certainly would recommend minimizing that. And if you do have kind of any friction, just maybe replace the red with something a bit more calming. And again, a peaceful home. The other flip side of that, and I certainly recommend watching my 2 videos. One is on Feng Shui and the 5 elements, and the other one is the Feng Shui and colors. Both of those reflect back and talk more about the colors, which you can use for more calming. If you want people to feel more grounded, bring more earth tones in, but you can check those videos out as well. And the next thing I would say just finally is to do a space clearing of your home. I'm a huge fan of decluttering, and there's several trainings and videos that I've created about decluttering and the benefits of it. So check those out to let go. Check out the video about fabulous and fun Feng Shui, and that will certainly kind of spark some more insights for you to create a very peaceful home. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. There's so many layers to this amazing practice of Feng Shui. And if you'd like to learn some specific things that you can do in your home for every area of your house and set up of rooms, they will also definitely help with more peaceful energy, people sleeping in better directions and setting your office up. You can check out my Feng Shui mini course that is behind the scenes of my own house. Behind the scenes of my own house, and it'll help you with the Feng Shui of your space. One of the things that a lot of my clients have said over the years is how their home feels so much more calm, so much more peaceful. And if that's your intention, listen to some of the amazing success stories from our clients here to hopefully nudge you on to take action on some of the things that I've guided you in.
I felt the energies in the house change, and it was almost as if it had gone right out with the old and everything settled. It's almost like we've got this big bubble or barrier around us that protects us.
Being in my space just feels really yummy. I just freaking love my apartment. It's so amazing.
Oh my gosh, everything was going wrong. I had moved into my dream home. and it felt beautiful and expansive. It's like this beach home, all brand new, beautiful swimming pool. It was like the dream situation. The day I moved into that house, 2 of my major private clients cancelled. What I didn't realize was, until I'd spoken to Patricia, was that my house was actually bad for money. It felt like literally the brakes had been put on my finances. I was exhausted. I was completely burnt out. I had zero passion for what I was doing. I was really at breaking point, and then I was lucky enough to have my house feng shui. The first thing you got me to do was change that to make my house good for people and good for money. So that was the first massive change. And within maybe like a month, I had a tax refund that I was due come in, and that had been outstanding for 5 years, maybe, something like that.